It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15.
Bobby? Oh, he got
this fielded
Keith
at the
Brown
2.
kick return. Oh, shit.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good
I'm
here
about to
at
put
the
the live
30-yard line.
in the little group chat.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They go to the former Saint. They are not going to let him turn the corner. Some serious pressure right out of the gate. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Jackson. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. Though certainly not the start they were looking for here as they come up on a 3rd and 14. From the gun, Jackson. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. Able to find a seam for 14 yards, but still now facing a 4th down after the scramble.
Even though it's the opening drive of the game, he wasn't shy about taking off and running with the football, even knowing the defense is definitely going to take their shots at him, and that's exactly what they did.
Wait, you got good for the 4th and inches?
He won't be around to finish this one.
And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position.
Let's fucking go, nigga. He's Dick Rat Lamore.
They'll run here with a former Steeler. This is Le'Veon Bell. And he'll be
let's go, face mask. Let's go.
Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Now this is Le'Veon
touchdown,
Bell with the reception. He's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown.
I'm going to win.
Le'Veon Bell, his 6th touchdown of the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Yeah, I hope my little cousin don't log on my system, dog. I'm a sophomore.
Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. This is taken at the 3.
I'm man blitzing all game, homie.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. One play has them to the 37 here for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. This one complete to Ingram. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best.
Let's go, Jamal.
Let's go. Jamal Adams with it, the all-pro safety. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Now the throw pulled in by Anderson. And he's in.
Scored another touchdown, bro.
Robbie Anderson with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Jets get the quick strike touchdown. As a former DB, you might not like to see them, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
This one taken from the 7th.
Let's go, animation, nigga. Oh, he almost took that shit to the crib.
Down at the 42-yard line. Great return.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 42. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield.
Hit that nigga hard.
They'll give him a yard on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Let's go! Oh, he's so caught it! Oh, Bubble, let's go!
And it's scooped up by the Jets.
Let's go! See that nigga Bubble, nigga! Hey, Todd, you know the call, nigga.
This is really, really difficult for teams to coach because you love the extra effort, right? When he break a couple of tackles, I mean, he was really trying to gain the extra yardage, but you also have to have an idea that people are going to come up behind you from the side, trying to take care of the ball.
Looking for touch.
Damn, he threw it right to him.
Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. Well, CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that.
Jackson hit.
Let's go! Get the ball back!
And the
Get
Jets
up!
have recovered. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
On the move to his left. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling, and usually between run and pass. Nowhere to escape.
How the fuck he's doing that Todd shit.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget.
He's doing that cover 4 shit.
3rd and long following the sack.
Dude, I'm playing. He did a back-to-back plays. He ain't picking the play, but he'll motion into it. So I know what I'm talking about if you watching my game.
It's Darnold. 20, and he will have a man, Demaryius Thomas. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. How about 25 yards on 3rd down? They'll take it. Darnold from the red zone now. This one caught by Crowder.
He fumbled.
And it's picked up by the Ravens.
Let's go. How the fuck he fumbled, my dude?
And we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic
that's
somewhere.
Earl Thomas.
They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. They run. It's Mark Ingram. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore 1st down. Baltimore was the most run-heavy team in the league last year after Lamar Jackson took over as a starter. And you think about Mark Ingram. He goes from a situation where he was sharing time with Kamara in New Orleans. Now he figures to be the top guy. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jordan Jenkins make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
Let's go!
It's intercepted. Picked off by Brian Poole. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at the 40. After the interception, here's Darnold. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
To throw again on 2nd down. Darnold into the hands of his receiver, Anderson.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Bravo!
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. That's complete. It's Bell. 10 yards is the pickup. Good enough for a Jet first down. Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
That's the end of the first. I'm sick, nigga.
This is the NFL.
I already got like 100 passing yards on this nigga.
The Jets with the football here to start the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Man, that's trash. That's trash. Lady, crunch. Check 9. You draw Porker.
And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete.
That long-ass animation.
The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Again, Darnold.
Let's fucking go, Crowder. A fucking nigga.
An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a 1st down.
Now a 1st down carry by Bell. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
He'll have a 1st down inside the 10.
Fucking
got it complete. And finally down at the 9-yard line. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another 1st.
I ain't doing nothing yet, bro. I'm trying. Oh, you heard it.
The shotgun snap for Darnold. It's Thomas. And here he'll get it down to the 7. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
Nigga, Anderson, you gonna get this touchdown, my nigga?
Here's Darnold.
Let's go,
that is
nigga.
caught by Anderson for a Jets touchdown.
I'm gonna win.
Anderson with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Jets will extend their lead. Now, he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
21 nothing, nigga. How you got Lamar Jackson with 21 nothing?
21 to zip.
Yo, bro, you know that's my go-to guy, nigga.
Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away.
You know, when in doubt, I gotta throw it to him because
this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone.
You see his first touchdown?
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half. Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now it's Jackson. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. And some room to work. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. He's going to wind up and air it out.
Let's go, another pick, nigga. Take that shit to the crib, nigga. Let's go. Cut it in.
Picked off at the 17. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game. And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw. Now Darnold. On the catch, it's Crowder. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks. On 1st down, Bell. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Oh, come on, dog. You can't be holding, bro.
That's on Kelechi Osemele, the guard.
Yeah, if I put a 28 nothing on this nigga,
In fact, up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Darnold from the gun. He's going to rifle one deep left side.
Let's go,
Let's and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Robbie Anderson.
That's his 3rd fucking touchdown. Let's go.
Monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Jets will extend their lead. The extra point splits the uprights.
Nigga, 28 nothing, nigga.
On here in this first half.
Thinking that.
Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away.
That's fucking low, 28 nothing. That's what you get from ditching me last night.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
I ain't call this play in a minute.
The Raven
he's going under center. He's trying to run that rock.
Drive. Typically down to the first half, I might say, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they? Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right? Unfortunately. I'm sorry about that.
Oh, he's scrambling for his life. Oh, he ain't trying.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance.
I think Robbie Anderson should be a breakout player in the game, though. I scored like 3 touchdowns for them already.
So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Oh.
And covered
that's Quentin Williams,
their
boy.
Defenders stayed home.
He's a run stopper.
Stop him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
3rd and 6. He's down by 28. That's fucking low, nigga. I know St. John got like 300 yards already.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Or some shit? Nigga trying to wait for my game freeze.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Got him in. It's Brown. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Here's Jackson, escaping the pressure right.
He can't go on the run, even though he's scrambling.
Incomplete. Marquise Brown, the rookie, his intended target, and that'll bring up second down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good
Look
defense.
at that pressure, baby.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. He was looking for his tight end, Mark Andrews, there, and it'll bring up third down.
He's sending 5 niggas at a time.
All day, dog.
Jackson will throw again.
Let's go, Jamal Adams, your second pick, my nigga. Let's go. Take that shit for crib, nigga. Oh, fuck, Lamar Jackson fast as fuck. Let's go. Drag them niggas.
Nearly a touchdown as they
Let's
stop
go.
him down at about
You
the
should be
3-yard
embarrassed,
line.
nigga.
He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't
had a hard
score
time
now,
with this nigga.
if they don't get a touchdown,
And he's going to take it in.
Oh, let's go.
Jets touchdown.
Damn, Sandon had a fucking field day,
With
nigga.
touchdown number 8 on the year. As his guys continue to
35
pour
points
it
for
on
nothing.
to try here for
I'm
the
about to
extra
put a
point.
50 on this nigga.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Nigga, if I put a 70 on him, bro, he might well just kick himself out the league, man.
Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to
You
kick
got
it
Lamar
away.
Jackson struggling. Facts. I remember I seen him play Dink, bro. Him and Dink was going at it. And I'm like, yo. I thought he was going to be hard for a
The
second.
Baltimore offense
I'm just hoping my
at the
little cousin
line
will log
set to
on
get
my
going.
account
And in a
at
spot
his
like
PlayStation.
this, still
They'll
more than a
fuck
minute.
everything
I think
up.
if you put something on the board before halftime, that would go a long way towards
Yeah, the
helping
way
them
to beat
get
this
back
nigga,
into
you
the
got
game.
blitz.
there actually is something
Blitz the extra
to
man, 'cause
the
you don't wanna give
psychology
him
of the
time
game
to
at times,
think.
isn't there? How much better would they feel running into the
His only
locker room,
playmaker is,
as you noted, with something on the
Marquise.
board in a positive fashion? You're exactly right. It's a great opportunity to get that done.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Snead's got it.
I was going to
And
bang
they
him with
take it
Jamal.
down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Jackson now, 8 of 15 through the air, but it's 1st and 10 here. He's going to loft one deep left side here.
Jermaine Johnson's
And now here's
weekend.
another
Let's go.
interception. Picked off by Tremaine Johnson. And he'll return it to the
Whole team got picked. Man. This
24-yard
whole team will
line.
be on development next
Interception
week.
woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it
Oh,
something
he backed him
between
up. I was
the
going
ears?
to skirt.
I think a confidence hit
He knew
does
better.
occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you
Oh,
know,
that
both
fucking
know,
animation,
it's not
dog, kept him
always
in
just
the ear.
one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing.
Oh, we got 34 seconds.
From the 24, they'll go again on
Fuck
2nd
that
and
shit,
10.
nigga. We going for it.
64, weak.
Darnold now to throw. And this is going to be caught.
K. Crowder,
He won the fight
my
for the
nigga.
football. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter.
Oh, he's that Crowder catch? I know you seen that shit. I'm like, that's like a hype, bro. We never do shit like that. I guess 'cause we got the momentum. He already know them. He not, I ain't running the ball, yo.
It's Darnold.
See? That was dumb on me. I should
50-50
have threw it
ball
to
here, and it's
R1.
intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Onwuasor. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try to get some more points.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown.
He burnt him home, but he gave me time to score.
Marquise Brown, as the first half is winding down. As they
y'all play each other.
On the board here in the first half. Tucker with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28.
Oh, he got animation power then.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out of space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
Back to the air, Darnold on second down. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. A final shot before the break, Darnold. And now another one thrown incomplete.
He think he about to come back.
So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive step.
Fuck, he was ass naked. That would have been a touchdown.
Kenny
He blitzes inside me.
The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8.
I already clinched the playoffs.
That complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down.
Because everybody in my division kept quitting, bro. It was all them forced wins, bro.
To throw is Darnold. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
From the gun on third down, here's Darnold. Thomas has got it, complete. He's at the 30, past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Demaryius Thomas,
wins home.
An 80-yard touchdown as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And, Charles, I had an offensive coordinator tell me one time that they design every play to score. I don't know how true that is, but he had to run a long way after that catch. Heck of a play.
I think that when he was telling you that, he was designing run after catch in every play. I mean, that's the only way to put it in there, and that's what we got on that one. Nice catch, an even better run for big yardage.
Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away.
I want Sam Darnold to finish the season with 5,000 passing yards.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
My nigga going to win MVP. My God, nigga.
Probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line.
He should have never scored. Should be 42-0. I was bullshitting when I last.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they...
Let's go, sack, nigga. Leonard Williams.
Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Leonard Williams in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Eluding the pressure right, and now he's going to use his legs. Pretty nice gain on the scramble. Gets him 12 yards. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on first down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off. Not only
he got hella weapons on this team, bro.
Extra. Really helps him on third down. Makes it manageable now.
Now it's Jackson. And
that animation, he throws like 5 yards back to slot it down. Let's go, nigga. Getting that 48 points, nigga.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a
drive. Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off.
I'm gonna run this play because he's so used to me throwing the ball. Look at his defense
coming up now to start their next drive. And last time out, another touchdown. And I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the fourth quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats?
Robbie,
let's go. And he's in.
Let's fucking go, nigga. That's what he gets for pointing, nigga. I got the animation power on myself.
71 yards as his guys continue to pour it on. As he was shuffling right out of the pocket, you could just tell he was going to take a shot downfield. He had his eyes down there the whole way.
He certainly did. He wasn't taking off to go, right? When he was flush from the pocket, a lot of times you see him, eyes will drop, ball will get tucked, and he takes off, becomes a running back. But as you noted, stayed alive as a passer, tremendous body control, and a pretty good arm there, too.
This is taken about 7 yards deep.
I mean, Robbie Anderson got like 4 touchdowns.
Stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field.
Let's go!
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jordan Jenkins in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Here's Jackson to throw. Flushed out right. And he's going to keep it here. And he is out of bounds. Able to get it across the 20-yard line. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11. From the gun on third down, Jackson.
Let's go, nigga.
Was here as he's
Punt that
taken
shit,
down.
boy.
C.J. Mosley, the linebacker, making sure his presence is felt.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of it. And this one goes sailing out of bounds. Where did it cross?
This nigga punted it out of
They're
bounds.
going to say on this side of midfield.
Squeeze. Watch the boot. Watch. And 80. Switch. Whip. Recon, 132 fighter.
On first and 10, Darnold caught here by Bell. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and it's a second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Check right. 40's Mike.
To throw again on second down. Darnold, throw
Why
complete
throw
to
so damn
Herndon.
high? Just throw
And that
so he
play
can run.
goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at
Fucking my whole
midfield.
drive.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the
Now
ball
you got some
because
good
all you're
confidence
ever
and
taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
From the 50, it's Darnold.
Woo! Animation power crazy right there.
17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a first down.
I know you've seen that animation.
By the end of last year, Herndon had solidified himself as the primary tight end for New York. The overall second leading receiver in 2018 on the team behind Robbie Anderson. In fact, his 39 catches, most among rookie tight ends in the league a season ago. Steps away, and for a third time tonight, he's intercepted.
He caught the pick in his face. It doesn't matter, bro. I'm sick, bro, because I was pointing crazy.
Get the football back. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head.
I know they're all close apart, bro.
Just what you said, you've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. Yeah. And so far,
I beat the Bengals.
Just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark.
And I lost to the Dink.
Jackson, options out left. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
Pretty nice play here. They go read option, read the defensive end, and when he claps down inside,
damn, he caught time out for what?
Keeping it, and not only getting to the second level, but picking up some really nice yardage.
Very, very well read. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Nigga bullying him.
Jackson, option right, and he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line.
Quentin Williams.
A loss of 2 there, second down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
On 2nd and 12, Jackson flush to his right. Now he'll pull it down, and he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down. Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is third down.
We're going to scramble, we're going to scramble.
From the gun, Jackson escaping the pressure right. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown.
What the fuck?
He's going to be out down.
He's running around throwing up.
At the 15. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give him 17 on that pickup.
I ain't pressing. Back up.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down, eluding the pressure right. And I think the ball's out.
Oh, he picked it up, dog. Oh, yeah, I got to go to my little 3-4.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Here we go. Here we go.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
The nicest ever, huh? Man.
You remember me? You remember us, boss? Go, baby. Hey, 1-7. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Watch the run. Watch the run. Good shot, baby. That's what switch. Check 13.
That'd be hard if all of us could play the Pro Bowl.
Diving for the
He fumbled his bum ass. Let's go. He fumbled on a 1. That's what the fuck he get. Trying to scramble all up the field.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but
nigga, break with Bell, nigga.
Throughout the game, that's why they're down so big.
And they're going to get this beyond the
nigga, yeah, 31 rushing yards. That's his maximum carries all year. That's a season high.
First down. On that last run, he's now hit the 6,000-yard mark for rushing yards in his career.
And moves him squarely into the top 100 rushers of all time. In fact, he can boast that he's rushed for
I swear he watching my game live or something.
Than Gale Sayers did in his career. And
dude, because, bro, I put my nigga in motion and he shipped his whole team to the other side. I'm like, he probably watching my shit.
Keep it on the ground with Bell. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second
that play
down.
You be running, bro. I did not see that shit. But I ain't worried because he's getting his ass kicked now. If he was giving me a hard time, I'd be like, no, that nigga cheating.
Now on 2nd and 13. Darnold. Escape, and he goes down.
Got stuck in the blitz.
Patrick Owasor. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Darnold and the Jets come up 3rd and long following the sack.
He stay on that cover 4. He ain't abandoning that shit.
Here as he's taken down. Okay. Michael Pierce, in all of his 340-pound glory, gets the sack.
And it has been a good game for them. They haven't been pressured very much today. But on back-to-back sacks, maybe the defense is starting to figure something out.
Got a shitty O-line. You see how them niggas get through?
Here's Lachlan Edwards now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And he'll get this away.
But you see how, like, my nigga was facing the one side and he turned all the way around to throw it.
A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. Now Jackson on 1st down.
Let's go,
He's going to be taken down.
Tremaine Johnson.
They sack him back right around the 44. Tremaine Johnson could not be contained on the corner blitz. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Throwing is Jackson. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible.
That's the funniest shit I heard.
To escape, and he goes down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
And with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. Flushed out right.
Let's go,
Pressure's too great, and he goes down once more. Henry Anderson, and the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Jalen Ferguson gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Baby.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold.
Oh, yeah. If bro would have caught that shit, I would have checked.
Getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
So on 4th down, the Jets turn to kicker Sam Ficken. Right hash mark of 42-yard attempt. And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Xbox killer.
following the field goal on his Lock Edwards to kick it away.
Hey, yo.
This fielded at the 2. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
All the teams lost
Williams. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7.
And that tied with Todd, which is in the NFC too, bro. All niggas I lost to was Dink and dude with the Patriots.
And he's going to go down again. Henry Anderson.
Now that's when my team was ass before I upgraded them.
Sacks on the season. Now after that
my team was
it's
ass,
3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens.
Bro, he had animation power.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Jackson, flush to his right. He's going to let it fly. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Oh, you talking about my game?
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts.
Yo.
And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Team 6.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Darnold to throw again. And the throw
bro, caught it.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. Now Edwards to kick as he sends it away. Oh, he'll field it in. And deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football.
Nigga gumbled,
score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
That's fucked
So another score there. And often you talk about the 3 phases of the game.
He's going to get busy. He should have took the knee. 59-7.
This one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
And they're looking strong here in the 4th quarter. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And a coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here.
Bro. I ain't time my little cousin logged on and shit.
Just something to build on. Get it?
And my
I should have called timeout.
Another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. Charles, it's one thing.
Bro, this nigga got obliterated, bro.
Points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a
That's what
game
you get for not playing last night.
Points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator,
nigga, 390 passing yards should be
whatever you call
what?
Runs,
I had like 400 something.
That's called being in the zone.
Fuck it, I don't care, nigga. I'm the leading passer in the league.
So for the Jets, the win is number 9 for them on the year, and they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week.
I'm talking about
Meanwhile,
it's gonna make my nigga X Factor next
they
year.
fall to
Nigga,
8-6 with the loss, and they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Cleveland to take on the Browns.
Let's fucking go.
So for Charles Davis and our entire crew,
nigga.
I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the
AG
NFL on EA Sports.
That. It was ties. That's how we tied, bro. Real shit. And the quality was acceptable. I ain't gonna say it was good, you know. You know that Jair Alexander dude, Todd? That nigga Jair Alexander.